All right, yesterday we told you about Hickory, the Scottish deerhound that won Best in Show at the Westminster Dog Show down in New York City. And it turns out a local doctor was a judge at this year's show down in New York City. And joining us this morning is Dr. Robert Indeglia. And he's the former chief of cardiac surgery at Miriam Hospital. And there he is with Hickory, the winner at the show down in New York. So, good morning, doctor. And this is quite an experience for you to be involved in this. Talk about how you got involved in judging dog shows.
Well, I began breeding dogs when I was a resident at the University of Minnesota. I started with Norwegian elk hounds, and I bred them for 10 years. And after 10 years, I said, well, I should know enough about this breed to judge them. So I got to started with Norwegian elk hounds. I began in 1971 and picked up breed after breed after breed. And now I judge multiple groups, and I judge several times a month throughout the country.
Now, you judged the hounds group and chose Hickory as best in that round. And what was it about that dog that made him stand out?
Well, you know, when you're judging, you're comparing the dog that you're going over with the breed standard that describes the ideal dog. And when I saw Hickory, she had so many of the features that were so close to the breed standard that you just could not overlook her. And then when she finally moved, her movement was absolutely perfect, and she just turned out to be the very best dog of a wonderful group of hounds that I judged there. I was so happy with the group as a whole, and I was absolutely delighted with Hickory.
Now, you've brought in one of your own dogs this morning to show us what kind of characteristics you look for in a champion, and this is Hannah, right? So what do you look for?
Well, what we examine is, first of all, we look at the overall dog. And now with Hickory, these are sight hounds, and they are all related to greyhounds. And we look for a special type of top line, which has the curvature going over what we call the croup, which is here with a slight rise over the loin. And Hickory has a really perfect top line, absolutely perfect. And we examine the shoulder angulation, which is the scapula and the upper arm, and we like that to approach 90 degrees.
Okay.
Then we feel for the bone structure and how much bone they have. We feel for the loin length, and we feel the musculature in the back.
Wow, it's more than just the haircut.
It's more than just the haircut. And then we look at the face. When I looked at Hickory's face, I was so overwhelmed by it because it was absolutely perfect. The head structure, if you looked at her head structure and you read the standards head structure, they were almost the same.
Wow, that's great. Well, Dr. Indeglia, thanks so much for coming in this morning. And good job, you too, Hannah. You did great, so well behaved. If you want to see more pictures from the Westminster Dog Show, you can head over to our website, foxprovidence.com.